We will get that update at the intermediate split point, which comes after 13.7 kilometers of racing. The split point coming 4.6 kilometers from the finish line. We look down on the finish area and go back in here to the start. Everybody is ready to welcome these riders who I don't think are going to experience anything like this before and maybe never again. The final warm-up happening. I'm sure this will either motivate riders or they will find it a little bit of a shock as to how noisy it's going to be in this arena this morning as they get ready. They will have seen, though, I'm sure, the last few days, how it's been for the other riders. Every rider gets cheered off the start line. Every rider has normally a drum session as well. So the final preparations of these riders as they get ready. Sort of warm up. So the judge just waiting for our first rider to arrive on the start line. We had some great racing yesterday. We're getting used to being here in Rwanda. Its cuisine is pretty simple. Plant-based dishes such as cassava, beans, maize and sweet potatoes. When you walk around, everyone is very receptive and friendly in this particular area in Kigali. They all smile before you smile, which is a lovely way to be greeted in the morning by everyone. And our first rider to start today will be a Rwandan. It will be Masangisha who will get started, roll down the ramp and get underway. The second rider to go will be from Nigeria, then Namibia. So a lot of the African nations will feature early in this particular World Championship. We work our way all the way through the 47 riders. The mascot is a little bit close to the ramp today. Benin getting ready. See there, one of the bikes of the team of DSM Firmenich. It's nice to see that these bikes end up in a particular place supporting some of the athletes who just would not be able to afford any of these machines. I wonder which bike rider was racing on that DSM Firmenich machine. There's our Cypriot contender getting the final warm-up done. We'll be rolling down the start ramp at 11:15, Alexander Safiri. But our first rider is just about to get on the bike. The start of the Junior Women's World Championship time trial. Our first rider, Masangisha Yvonne, is on the front of that start ramp now. About to roll down, follow the rainbow bands and head for the finish. Concentration then from our first rider. And a great reception for her, 17 years of age. The Rwandan champion of the time trial and the Rwandan champion of the road race. So those last moments of concentration. A little bit of focus. All the Rwandan riders who've been given the honour of going first have certainly done their nation proud. And the roar of the crowd as she rolls away. Outside then for our Rwandan rider. Masangisha Yvonne has got started in this individual time trial. It's a short time trial today, so you need to be all out for the entire day. It's a party on this corner again. Well, there she goes, just getting our gear rolling over. Remember, the juniors aren't on restricted gears anymore. They're allowed to ride whatever they would like to. Some nations have chosen to keep their riders on slightly smaller gears, which seems a little bit counterintuitive to me, because the minute you do that, the rider's going to be at a bit of a disadvantage. But we'll see how things progress during the morning. Masangisha Yvonne then spinning away. Our next rider is already on the start line. This is Davine Ogby, rider for Nigeria. About to get started. 17 years of age also. Silver medalist in the African Championships on the track in both the sprint. Masangisha riding well so far, just getting into those first minutes of this ride, but looking like she's prepared to go all out. She's won quite a few races. She's a talented rider. She won the Race to Remember, the Heroes Cycling Cup. Hasn't had too many race days. It certainly looks like she's up for this morning. Spinning away. Indeed. 38 kilometres an hour, a nice tempo. Has chosen not to have the disc wheel in the back as we go back to the start. This is Rosemary Teal of Namibia, 17 years of age as well. Namibian silver medalist in the time trial championships. Namibian road race champion, also rides a mountain bike. Very important to keep the gear turning over on the early stages of this individual time trial. Don't want to go off the start ramp too hard though, because otherwise, situation where you go into the red, which is very hard to come back from. Head rocking and rolling a little bit under the effort. Not always a good sign that things are going well. Head going down a little bit, just trying to keep the effort on. Again with our next rider from Ethiopia, RY'UMUKINO. Ethiopia have got a really strong rider for the road race. So RY'UMUKINO, age Ethiopian going. This rider staying nicely to that right-hand side, looking for the shortest way. We'll cut across the road now. Picking the pace up to nearly 50 kilometres an hour. Looks like she's decided to give this throttle on that particular set. Oh, the crowds really are giving us some atmosphere today. Flying through that corner, she gets motivated, doesn't she, by the crowd. Here we are with RY'UMUKINO, only 16 years of age. It's very smooth on her bike, though. The other Ethiopian rider, we'll talk about her when she starts, but Sergei Kasekiros is a very talented bike rider indeed. RY'UMUKINO spinning away. Got a really nice style. That cadence is lovely and quick, and looks like she really is traversing this course very well. Well, it shows you the speed, 52 kilometers an hour by RY'UMUKINO. Now this rider seems to have picked up a lot. She looked to be suffering a bit a while ago. She started well, then went through a little bit of a slow phase. Now she's trying to get on top of that gear. It looks like she's fighting things as far as the bike is concerned. Not super smooth, the knees going out a little bit under the pressure as well. Trying to engage the biggest gear she can. Now RY'UMUKINO, I don't know whether it's just that she's riding a slightly smaller gear or whether she's just got a really smooth pedaling action, but look at that. There is, so she's probably wondering what that sound is alongside, but she's holding a lovely line, looks good. We make our way onto the climb. A little bit of a drag here. The main climb comes at 2.4 kilometers from the finish. We've got used to that cobbled climb at Kimihurura. You'll notice when she puts it in a big gear, that left knee kicks out quite strongly. So Yvonne Massengesho doing everything she can to set the fastest time and keep away from all the riders behind. Start of our next rider, Alexandra Safiri of Cyprus. We saw her warming up a moment ago. Years of age, Alexandra Safiri, the Cyprus champion. It's nice they've got, along the route, they've got some speakers, people updating on what's going on and just encouraging the crowd to make as much noise as possible. It's a great touch to kind of give you focal points for all the crowd to go.
Allez, on va chercher sa tête.
Puts herself into a smaller gear. A time trial is such a difficult effort, isn't it? It's all about taking, in effect, the juice you have, the energy you have. Imagine squeezing an orange and getting every single drop. In effect, what you need to do. Ecuadorian rider about to go. This is Naomi Jativa Martinez. So the Ecuadorian rider gets going. Naomi Jativa wearing that EF Education Easy Post helmet. I wonder if that's been passed on by Richard Carapaz to the Ecuadorian team. This is the rider from Burkina Faso, Alvine Marie Yamiogo. Notice that jersey she's wearing hasn't got the skin suit, got the shorts and the jersey to wear today. Not tight fitting, so it doesn't give you the aerodynamic qualities that a skin suit gives. Choosing to be on a road bike rather than a time trial bike. I was sitting with the other day in the cycling cafe, which is close to here. Oh, she found that corner a little bit tricky. Some of the riders leave their helmets so that some of the riders who are coming up and going to that cycling cafe were able to at least have helmets to ride in, which I thought was a fantastic thought. Concentrating well. Here's our Rwandan rider. We'll get an idea of the
Et là, on va essayer d'aller chercher.
back at the start. Our next rider to go. Siala Siafia from Indonesia gets started.
Allez, on y va. Derrière, dans l'axe, pardon.
So Masangisha Yvonne spinning away nicely. I've looked here at the Genocide Memorial. We've seen that on the last couple of days. We're hoping to try and visit that tomorrow morning. Mixed relay underway. Feeling of everyone who's gone there has said it's some memorial that really hits you. .3 kilometres to go for our first rider. Siala Siafia is underway, the 18-year-old Indonesian. Bronze medalist in the Indonesian Championships. That's the rundown of the Benin rider, the Benin champion, Benin road race champion and time trial champion on that DSM Firmenich bike. It's got a nice style, pulling forward in the saddle, keeping the momentum. Nice flat back. Very close at the moment by a nice team. This rider finished, as we go back to the start, finished in Zurich, the first Benin athlete to finish a World Championship. This is Samira Ismailova of Uzbekistan. (18 years of age), Asian champion. Uzbekistan road race champion as well. Back out on the course with Masangisha Yvonne. Every now and then she does a massive acceleration. It's not a flat out consistent effort, is it? You get like one moment where she's flat out, then it's almost like she gets a little bit, switches off to is back on again at a maximum advantage, maximum level. So maybe, I mean, she's doing nearly 60k an hour right now. We'll see how effective it is when she gets herself to the finish line. We know that the last bit of this course is really hard. Felicity Wilson-Haffenden posted last night about her performance yesterday and how hard that final rise really is. Also, Anna Henderson did the same. Alexandra Safiri, the Cyprus champion, spinning along nicely. Did a good warm-up. Felicity Wilson-Haffenden posted about her time trial effort yesterday. She said, "I raced with my heart and left a little broken." She's the former junior world champion, remember. Took the positives from the first 20 kilometre and then a disastrous final 2k and finished 4th. She did look absolutely superb yesterday until that last couple of kilometres where the wheels fell off, basically. And it does show you that last couple of kilometres for every seriously important. Masangisha Yvonne working well here. She's now steadied down again a little bit, down to 40k an hour. She was doing nearly 60k an hour. And the road is still going slightly downhill. Now goes on to the flat. Coming up to this intermediate time split to set the first time. So this will give us an idea of how the riders need to perform to this point. We are Only the last few kilometres of racing. She goes through in 90 minutes 25.97.
Her average speed is good, 42.3 kilometres an hour.
So Safiri catches Vigam Fodo. Vigam Fodo had a stomach operation a month ago. Her coach is famous rider Adrian Neonshuti. She wasn't going to ride this race, but the doctor, well, she wanted to ride it, but she had that stomach operation. The doctor said she was cleared to race, so she decided.
Allez, on va serrer un petit peu sur ça.
So Masangishu closing in now on the base of the cobble climb. 2.4 kilometres from the finish we hit the base. We've been used to this run-in over the last few days of racing. Back to the start. This should be Delcia Jansi van Vuren from Namibia. 18 years of age. Some good hopes for this rider. Underway then for the Namibian rider, Delcia Jansi van Vuren, Namibian champion in 2025 and 2024. She's not on her time trial bike though, she's on her road bike. That's going to put her at an immediate disadvantage. I wonder whether she's had a problem with her bike getting here. Listen to this road bike position though. Settles in on that Trek machine. Big gear engaged. Let's see how she does out on the course. Nice rhythm though from the Namibian rider. We go back to the start and we're going to see this rider we've been talking a little bit about, Sergei Kasei Kiros. There's a big hope for Ethiopia that she can do well in the road race. Gets going on her time trial. Tour de l'Avenir in 22nd place. Her first ever race out of Africa, which is absolutely incredible. We're on the climb then with Masangishu Yvonne. She's riding strongly still with 2.2 kilometres to go. We've seen some riders struggling a lot more than this. There's your profile if you've not joined us before. Steep at the bottom, gives you a bit of respite, then it kicks up again. Staying to the right-hand side. You've just got to keep some sort of power and momentum on this climb. The legs will be burning, the lungs will be hurting, everything will feel pain. But if you can just keep the pressure on, just keep yourself believing you'll get to the top, then all will go okay. Our next rider is from Rwanda, Liliane RY'UMUKINO. So Liliane RY'UMUKINO is underway. Rwandan silver medalist. This is Naomi Martinez of Ecuador. Naomi Martinez, tucked in, looking good so far in that EF Education helmet. Spinning well, looks good, nice momentum. So more riders have reached the intermediate time split at 13.7 kilometers. Still, Yvonne is the top rider, 13 seconds ahead of Gimbato of Ethiopia, and Teal of Namibia is 2 minutes and 24 seconds down. More drumming along the route. Now she gets herself going a little bit more. Clicking her way through the gears, trying to find a gear that feels like it might be the right one to be in. Good performance here by the Ecuadorian. Looks strong, doesn't she? Really lovely style, really flat back, low frontal area. Just depends whether she's got the power in her legs to keep this momentum going. Here we are back with the rider from Namibia, Delcia Yancy van Vuren. I do wonder whether she hasn't got her time trial bike here for a specific reason. We'll try and find out. This is the arrival of Alexandra Safiri, and this is a great performance by the Cypriot rider. 1 minute 24 seconds faster. The average speed of that rider, 45.589 kilometers an hour to this point, which is very, very impressive. So Masangisho Yvonne is going to set the standard for everyone else to beat. She turns the corner, checks over her shoulder, doesn't want to be beaten to the finish line. I don't think there's any danger of that yet. She will make it to the line. She'll go into the hot seat. She might be there for a short period of time because the Cypriot rider is flying. The expectation of time for this rider was around about the 30-minute mark. Let's see how close she gets to it. Rocking and rolling those shoulders as she's done all the way through this race. It's her style. Back to the race start then. Next rider is about to go. This looks like it's Oda Gissinger from Norway, Norwegian champion in both the time trial and the road race, 18 years of age. Underway then for the Norwegian rider. This is the arrival then of our first rider, Masangisho Yvonne of Rwanda. What's her time going to be? She's giving this everything. She's almost at the line now. The Rwandan fans are urging her to the top of the climb. The speaker, Brian, doing a great job to bring the crowd to a crescendo. The first rider reaches the line in this women's junior individual time trial. Masangisho Yvonne, the time is going to be 29 minutes and a few seconds, maybe close to 30 minutes. The last little bit of this rise, which really cracks the legs. 29 minutes 43 seconds.
n'amasegonda 43 bivuze yuko uri bumukure ku ntebe agomba gukoresha byibura iminota iri hasi ya 29 n'amasegonda 43.
Well done to the Rwandan rider.
At the intermediate time split then, Safiri leads by 1 minute 24 seconds over Yvonne, 1:29 over Jativa of Ecuador. It's the Ecuadorian
Looking faster than she actually is, but I wonder whether when she gets onto that final climb that we might see something a little bit special as she climbs her way up towards the finish. This is Harshita Jakhtar from India, heading to the line now. She's going to stop the clock at this intermediate time split. Second fastest, a good performance from her. Back to the start then. This is Thais Poirier. The French rider underway, 17 years of age, the French champion. This Indian rider is going well. You'll notice the borrowing of mitts and things like that. The giant Alpecin, that's an old pair of mitts, isn't it? But great to see. Maybe a little lucky thing. .47 kilometers an hour as she churns this big gear towards the finish.
won't be long until Safiri of Cyprus reaches the climb, and so
significantly faster than everybody. 45.5 kilometers an hour is a fantastic average speed. It's a nice setup the Indian rider has got. Lovely time trial bike. Nearly 50 kilometers an hour. Coming up to the next turn, just gets herself ready off the aero skis to just be able to turn her way into that turn and accelerate back out. Loses a lot of speed in that corner for no real reason. This is Marlene Rojas of Chile, fastest time to that intermediate split. So best time now. This is the rider from Ethiopia we were talking about. Lovely story about her, actually. She did a training camp in Brittany with the World Cycling Centre. Came to see the Tour de France this year, and Tadej Pogačar gave her flowers after one of the stages and signed her jersey. She ended up in tears. Really motivated as a rider. She has got a future ahead of her as far as being a bike rider is concerned. There are teams interested now in signing this rider after that performance in the Tour de l'Avenir. You're 22nd in the Tour de l'Avenir, you've got something pretty special to offer. And we've always said that somewhere there is a rider from one of these African nations who will do something quite special. On the stages in the Tour de l'Avenir, she finished 20th, 21st, 23rd. She finished 22nd overall. She was 11th in the youth classification. Oh, and this rider now has come to an absolute standstill. I don't know if she's got gear problems. Finally, she manages to get that gear to change. You can lose so much time on this cobble climb. Fastest rider to the intermediate split, the Chilean Rojas. More riders are approaching the finish line now. We'll look out over Kigali, hosting another of our World Championships, the 5th one to be presented. Well, shows how good this Ethiopian rider is. She's already catching the rider in front of her. And that is a little bit of a surprise. Delcia Jansi van Vuren. We didn't expect this Ethiopian rider to go quite so well in the time trial. All the expectations are on her for the road race. But here, she is showing that she is quick. Catches the rider in front. The start of the next rider. Should be, yep. Hannah Ginati of Australia about to go. 18 years of age. Bronze medalist in the Road Race Championship of Australia.
So now we see
the arrival then of Alexandra Safiri. This has been a fantastic performance across the roads of this individual time trial. 18.3 kilometers of racing, 132 meters of elevation. Safiri is looking to set the fastest time by a long margin. Alexandra Safiri powers her way to the line, gives it everything, and takes the fastest time, just under 40 kilometers an hour. That's a sparkling performance.
we have a new best time at the finish. Alexandra Safiri, the reigning champion from Cyprus, is in
fantastic performance by Safiri.
Alexandra Safiri,
the Cypriot rider, will be in the hot seat. I'm interested to see where Sergei Kiros will finish. We go back to the start with Angelina Burkinova. Kazakhstan rider gets going, 18 years of age, silver medalist in the Kazakhstan Championships. Oh, and the momentum has completely gone from this rider from India. She's cracked a little bit. She was looking like she had real speed in those legs until she hit the base of this climb. But this has left her wanting. And when you're hurting like this, there's nothing the fans can do. So much energy in this crowd this morning for this individual time trial. It's a long, lonely pedal to the finish when you're going at this pace.